Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David and in this video I'm gonna play a solo game of Harmonies because I really like this game and I like to show you how it's played solo. I'm not good at the game, so don't expect a high scoring game, just to show you how it's played solo. And this game is all about creating your own landscape and trying to get animals into that landscape, all to score points. And based on the number of points I have at the end of the game, I will score a number of suns. And the aim of the game is to score as much suns as possible, and then from later on try to beat your own score. So please let me show you how it's played solo. When playing solo, gameplay is almost the same, at least your turns are the same as in a normal game. The only difference is, well actually there are two differences. We're gonna put 3 cards face up in the market instead of the normal of 5. And we use this side of the board instead of this side. So I only have 3 spaces available for the stones to be placed on. But just as in a normal game, we're gonna play 3 stones into each section. And at the start of my turn, I get to choose one of these sections. But then at the end of my turn, the other 2 sections are cleared and we need to refill them again. And those are the main differences when playing solo. The aim of the game is to score as much points as possible by placing these stones into my area. I'll tell what they do when we're playing. And to score animals, and I can score them multiple times by creating the pattern on my tableau, like this one for instance. And like I said, the goal of the game is to score as much suns as possible. By playing with the normal side instead of with this side, I will already score 1 sun, and I will also score 2 suns if I do not play with the animal companions, the spirit animals. And just to keep this a basic game, I will not play with these spirit animals. So I already have 3 suns at the start of my game without doing anything. And I need to score at least 40 points to score another sun. My high score from the previous game was 73. So let's see if I can do better for now. And when it's my turn, just like in a normal game, I can pick any of the 3 sets of stones and place them on my tableau. During my turn, I am allowed to take at most 1 card and put it in front of me. I have space for 4 cards to fulfill. And the game ends when I can't refill the board or when there are only 2 or less spaces left on my area, in my area. This one needs gray stones and there are already 2. So I guess I'm gonna take this one, as it's easier to fulfill, although this one maybe also looks nice. And we can build a tree already with these. It's not a perfect starting situation. Let's go for this one. So I'll place 2 of them over here. And I'll place the river over here. And maybe we can create... I'll place it over here. Maybe we can create one of these patterns at the same time. I'll take this animal card to start with. And those gray mountain stones will only collect points at the end of the game if they are chained together. So at least 2. 1 single mountain does not score you any points. And when they are changed, they will score 1 point for each mountain that is 1 high. 3 points for each mountain that is 2 stones high. And at most 3 mountains together will score me 7 points. For the river, I want to make a chain as long as possible. So I refill the offer. If I don't take a card in my next turn, I can also choose to remove 1 card just from the game and put a new card there instead. And since I've not used these stones, they are removed from the game. And I need to refill 3 stones each on this board. Of course, without looking. And that is my turn. And that is how we're gonna play the entire game until we run out of stones or we have only 2 spaces or less left on the board. So since we are doing this one, I like the yellow stones. So I'll take this one. And let's place this one over here. We need 2 together to score 5 points. One single one doesn't score me anything. And I'm gonna place this one, this building, on top of the gray one. I have to place the building, the red one, on top of either a gray one, another one of this color, or on top of a wooden one, so brown. And it needs to be surrounded by at least 3 different colors. If not, they will score me no points. But this one already has 2 different colors, so only one other color is enough to score me 5 points for this building. And now I've created this pattern, one single gray adjacent to one single yellow, so I can score this card. And I forgot, when I took this card, I have to place an animal cube on each of the 4 spaces of this card. Some cards have only 2 spaces, this one has 4. And since I've created this pattern, I can remove the most bottom animal token and place it, and I have to place it on the gray one, on the mountain one, so like this. And now I've scored 2 points at the end of the game. If I place another mountain over here, I can put another token on it, and then this card will be worth 5 points. So the more you take, the more points they will be worth. And when you've completed the card, it will be discarded. Of course, I will score all points at the end of the game, but then I have room to place a new card instead. And we need to place this one, the tree. Unfortunately, there are no wooden brown tokens in play, so I have just placed a single tree top that will score me 1 point. If I put it on 1 brown, it will be worth 3 points, and if I put it on 2 brown stones, it would be worth 7 points. A stack of brown stones is worth no points, so it has to have a green top. Unfortunately, I can do not much with this one, so maybe just put it over here in order to have 3 different colors surrounding this building. So that's at least 5 points at the end of the game, and this one is only worth 1 point. I did not pick a card, so if I want I can remove one, but for now I think I'm fine, and I'm just going to remove all these and refill the offer. That's a nice combination. Because if we take this one, we have a tree up and ready. And then we can go for this card maybe. Or we can try to create this one, because we already have the city. I don't want this one. So it's either this tree or this one. This is nice because it has a yellow one, and 2 yellows together is worth 5 points. Also, I can continue this river. But I think I'm going for the tree. And it needs to be between 2 stones of water. So maybe I can place it over here. And then we need to place water here and here. Oh no, we can only score this tree once. Well, at least this is 5 points. Yes, let's do this. I'll take this card. And now we need 1 other river tile to be placed over here or over here, in order to score 5 points for this tree. Let's see. So this one gets removed. This one gets refilled. The koala is also nice. Then we need a tree with only 1 trunk. We can place it over here to score right away. So it's nice to have some options, and it's advised also in the game to have the cards that you are working on. So this one of different colors, because the color of the card will determine where the cube has to be placed. So having more colors over here gives you more options to place cubes. Like I said, I'm not really good at this game, so sorry if you think like, oh, you should have taken those 3 instead of those 3, or take that card instead of that card. It's just to show you how it's played. But of course I'm doing the best I can. So I think this might be a good one. because we can place this one adjacent to the yellow one, which means we score another set of one single yellow and one single gray adjacent to each other. So we can put this one onto this one. We have this rivered one. We'll place it over here. Now we've completed this pattern, so we can place this one on top of this one. So this card is now worth 5 points and this one also. And we have another tree, and you can always use trees. And maybe if we place it over somewhere over here, I like to place another. No, that doesn't matter. I'll place it over here. If we can put a green one on top of this one, we can score the koala. So these get removed. I'm gonna remove this card. I think I'm not gonna make that one very easy. Maybe we get something better. Not really. Oh, a lot of tree tops. How you call it? Canopies. A lot of wood, which is nice. Or a lot of yellow. If we put two yellows together, it's worth 5 points. I like this one, because then we can place one on top of this one and we can score points for the koala. But then we have another single one, which we can use for the, yeah, maybe. Or we want another gray one to score this one. Oh, we need another yellow one also. I think I'm going to go for the yellow ones. Then we want to prepare to score this one even more. So this one I have to place over here to get two of them together. So we can place one gray over here, but we need another one to complete this card because we need two more of those charges. So let's place these somewhere else. Doesn't really matter, I think, where. Just gonna place it over here. And the river. Oh, we should place the river over here. Then we can score this one. Or we place the river over here and try to score this one another time. And then we have to place two yellow together somewhere else. I'll place this one over here. Or here. Let's place it over here. So much to puzzle. That's of course the fun part of this game. And I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing, but we'll see at the end. 3 new stones on the boards. Now what are we gonna do? I think I should have removed this one at the end of the turn and replace this one. We need more animals to score. And this might be a nice one because we already have... this is already half in progress. So I'm gonna take this card. Maybe we can work towards this one. So put 3 charges on it. So at the start of my turn I take this card and I have to play 3 of these. Unfortunately no green ones. We do get this one. I like. Also this one I also like. At least we want the gray one to score more of these. And we need the 3 one. So I think I'm going for this one. Because I want the mountain and I want the tree. So the mountain we simply place somewhere over here. So we can score another combination of this. We're gonna place this one. If we want to make this one, it needs to be here. If we want to score this one, they need to be here. So let's put it over here. And this one, we're gonna place over here. Hoppa. So the turns are quick and easy, as long as you know what you want to do. Bad boys, what you want to do. Alrighty, let's see. We need another gray one to complete this one, but we have no use for the city. Although it can, the city, keep calling it city, but it's just one single building, although it's worth 5 points, as long as we combine it with other colors around it. But if we take this one, we can complete another tree for this birdie. It's just, I'm not really fond of the water. Well, never mind. I'll take this one to complete a tree. So we have 2 brown ones and then the green one. So I score this animal, this birdie over here. So now this is worth 11 points. And then we have this water left, and it could be almost anywhere. But if I place it over here, we can only score this one card one time. So if you place it over here, I can take this card, but then I have to take a new card. I think I'd rather play for that card, so I'll place this one over here. Maybe we can extend the river for now. Let's see. Oh, that might be a nice one. For this one we need greens. For this one we need trees. I think I'm going for this one, because if I place this one over here, no, over here, and we can put another green one on this one, and then a blue on here, over here, we can score the birdie again. And this one we're gonna place next to the yellow one. Oh, I've isolated this one. I want 2 yellows together because that's worth 5 points. That was not the best thing to do. Oops. So here needs to go another yellow one, but then we cannot finish this one anymore. Oh. No, let's forget the yellow one. The other yellow one. I'm just placing this here so I can make another combination of these two and place this one on top of the gray one, and then this card is ready, done. We're at 14 points at the end of the game. And now we have this one left. And we're gonna place that over here, because then we have the mountains still together. Maybe we can make this mountain a little higher. Do I want to take a card or remove a card? We can still score this one if we get the blue one, although it's only one. But if we make a, no, here you want to place a green one on top for this one. I'm gonna remove this one because we're not gonna get that combination, I think, and replace it with this one. Oh, almost scored it. Maybe we can place a yellow one over here and then we can score this one. Let's see what we will get from the pouch. There are only 5 spaces left in my area. When there are 2 or less spaces free, the game ends, or when this bag gets empty. At least we have the green one. Do we want the river one? Yes, we want the river one for this thing. So green and river, oh, it's either the same. So let's take this one. Then we're gonna put this one on top of this one. Place the river over here. So now we scored this one again. We have another card complete. Nice. Nope. I have to place the river one over here. Now it's complete with these 2. So that's worth 18 points. And this one we simply gonna place over here, just to score some more points with the mountains. There are only 4 spaces left. This one I messed up, so we're gonna forget that one. If I take either this one or this one, we can create a tree. And then we can score the koala. That's worth 3 points. Or we take this one, so we have another yellow one. That will be worth 5 points straight away. Let's go for the yellow one and see if we can place another yellow one adjacent to it. So I'll take this card. I choose the... Oh, but then we end the game. Do we want to end the game? No, we don't. What I ideally want... I need to place at least one green one, so it can better be on top of the tree, and then place the mountain on top of this one. Yes, that we're gonna do. So we make a tree and we place it over here. So we still have a chance to score the yellow one over here. Then I take this card, because I've placed one low one adjacent to one that only has one brown stone. So we score 3 points. And then we have this one left and we can put it over here. Oh. So now it's the maximum of 3 high and worth 7 points at the end of the game. So I guess this will be the last turn of the game, because we cannot stack. How can there be only 1 card left? There should be 2 left. Did I take a card too much? Or did I forget to refill at the start of the previous turn? Well, sorry. And now for the final turn. I really want... Oh, we can create another tree like this. And then use this one for... Yeah, that is nice. I think. No, because this one has to be over here. And I cannot score the tree again. I think then it's better to have these. So we scored 5 points for having 2 yellow ones together. And this one has to go on a gray, brown or red one, but there's no available, so simply place it over here where it will do nothing. We did complete the mouse. So that will give us 5 points at the end of the game. And the end of the game has arrived, because I have 2 or less free spaces on my tableau. Now we're going to calculate the scores using either the score block, although I prefer to use the BG Stats app. Let's see how many points do I get for my landscapes. The trees. I have one single tree that's worth 1 point. I have one tree that is too high, so that's 3 points. And I have 3 trees that have the maximum height, so 7 points. 3 times 7 is 21. 22 plus 3 is 25 points for the trees. Not bad at all. For the mountains, this one is a single mountain, so it's worth no points. These one are connected, 1, 2, 3 points. And this one is 7 points because it's 3 high, so 3 plus 7 is 10 points. Each field set of 2 score me 5 points, so I have 2 sets is 10 points. I like where this is going. Buildings, this one doesn't count. And we have only one building complete with at least 3 different colors around it. Yellow, green and blue and even gray, so that's worth 5 points. And finally we have the water. A single water is worth no points, but this is a string of 3 together, so 3 is worth 5 points. So we already have 55 points. Then we're going to score the animals. This one is complete and this one is complete, so that's 32. Plus 3 is 36. Plus 5 is 41. And that one we didn't score. So I already scored a lot better than the previous game, because I've scored 96 points. 96 means I get 3 suns. I also get 1 sun for using this side of the board, so that's 4. And 2 suns because I didn't use the spirit animals, so I score 6 suns, which is better than my previous 5 suns. So my next goal should be trying to score 7 suns. So that is how you play a solo game of Harmonies. Your turn is like normal. You only have 3 spaces to choose from and 3 cards to choose from, but taking your action is still the same. If you have any questions about this solo mode or Harmonies in general, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. My name is David, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.